Yo guys, we're back for another episode of our Rayo career mode on FIFA 19. Starting off today's episode straight back into the games against CB Tenerife in this game. Hopefully trying to get ourselves back amongst the goals like we have been scoring a lot in these past few games. We've been attacking well. The only problem is we ain't been defending very well, which means we have been conceding quite a few. So hopefully we can get some more attacks going, keep attacking like we are, and hopefully it'll pay off at some point, and hopefully we can get a win out of this first game in today's episode. Tenerife, I believe, are a decent side in this league. I think ours is one of the lower sides in the league, but I'm not too sure. So if I'm not if I'm not right with that, then please don't judge me, please. But anyway, we go into this game. Like I say, you see the two starting lineups in this one. Hopefully, like I say, we've got some good attacking players. We've passed the ball around quite nicely. I really don't like using this team, to be fair. We attack very well, but another mistake, and like it happened in the Bolton career mode, we just give the ball away with the centre backs, and they get through for a challenge there, as you see. But luckily for us, the keeper makes the save. It was a lucky save, to be fair. He knocked it onto his arm, and it does end up going wide for a corner, and nothing comes of that. But anyway, going into this, we come forward for our first meaningful attack of the game. As you see, a beautiful ball played into Tony Martinez, who runs at the keeper, takes the shot, and it was absolutely dreadful finish from Tony Martinez there. He should have done so much better. He's one of the players that I really like using in this game, in this career mode so far, but that was absolutely dreadful. And the one thing that I've noticed about him is his finishing isn't the best, but his passing and build-up play is brilliant. As you see here, he lays the ball off to Oscar Valentino, who takes the shot, and it blares over the bar. It was a decent piece of build-up play again, but again, we haven't got the finish to end to find the finishing product, shall I say? And it goes miles over the bar. But we do keep forcing ourselves forward, trying to get ourselves in the lead as Martinez hooks himself onto the ball again, cuts inside, and again, it's another wasted opportunity from Tony Martinez, who puts the ball wide of the post with a curling effort, and it just didn't bother curling. At the end of the day, it just hit it, and then it just carried on going forward, and nothing happened from that one, as it means the scores are at 0-0, but we do lose the ball in our own half again as Tenerife bring the ball forward. We block the first cross, but it goes straight back to the Tenerife player, and what a finish. Overhead kick from the Tenerife lad. I believe is it Nano that scored that goal. It was a brilliant finish, to be fair to the lad. It was an absolutely brilliant finish, but it's not what we wanted. It was at the near post. The keeper definitely should have done better, and I don't know what the defender was doing there. As you see, the cross gets whipped in. The lad's standing there, and the defender's running away from the ball and pretty much off the pitch. So I don't know what the defender thought he was doing there. Clearly had his eye on the ball instead of the man, and completely fluffs his lines. And that was another defensive mistake in this game that has cost us a goal. And really, we should have been a few goals up in the first half. But in the second half, they attacked as well. And at the end of the day, they got the goal that they deserved. And it means that we do go 1-0 behind, even if we didn't really deserve to be. We were playing well, we were attacking a lot more, but Acosta nearly scoring a banging finish there, as you see. But like I say, we should have been in the lead. We didn't take our chances. They decided to take theirs, and that means we are behind. As Tenerife, after scored that goal, they was really started to build, have some good build-up players. Acosta plays a brilliant ball out wide, and the cross comes in again, and again it is a second goal. Honestly, the defensive side of this team, that is one thing I've really struggled about in this FIFA, is the defensive side of the play. It seems unless you're actually marking with a defender, the defenders just don't bother moving. As you see there, the cross gets whipped in, and my defenders just stand there. They don't follow the ball or anything. They don't follow the man. and it ends up being an easy header for the defender. Again, I reckon for the attacker, sorry, and I reckon the keeper should have done better again there. It was pretty much at his near post again, and again he just fluffs it and it lets the ball into the back of the net, and it means it is 2-1, but 2-0, sorry. And straight from kickoff, we do come forward on an attack with Luso, who puts the ball in the back of the net. Fair enough, we weren't in the lead, but that was a bit of a consolation goal, and a very nice consolation goal at that. 81 minutes in, it did look like we was getting ourselves back into the game after we scored that. It was a brilliant finish from Luso. It was all created by himself pretty much, as he turns his man, whips the ball into the far corner. That was no chance for the keeper there, and it ends up in the back of the net, and it does mean that we were back in contention to get ourselves back into this game. Only 2-1 down now, but Tenerife in the 86th minute do come forward on another attack, smashing a shot, but this time it goes just wide of the post. And honestly, some of the shots that they were having in this game were absolutely insane, and they were nearly going in the back of the net, and two of them did. But that is how that game ends. The first game of today's episode is a loss, and like I say, we're playing really well at the moment. We're just not scoring the goals that we should be. It's like, the one thing that I've compared this career mode to is, if you know me, then I am a fan of Leicester. And the first season they came into the Premier League, this is what our season has been like so far. Is we're playing really well against these sides. We're just not coming out with the victories or the points. And that's exactly what it is at the moment. We're playing really well, but for some reason we're not finishing off what we should be finishing, is the main thing. And it does mean we lose another game this season. But there you see our quick training session before this match to try and perk our players up, try and get them in a bit of better shape going into this game against Real Oviedo, as they are now in 5th. We are in 12th with 1 win, 1 draw and 1 loss so far in these 3 matches. Like I say, we're just not coming out with the points at the minute. Really, we should have probably won the first game. The thing is, the games that we shouldn't have won, we have, and the games that we should have won, we haven't, and it is really annoying. I've just got to keep playing, keep trying, keep pushing on. Hopefully we can get ourselves the goals in these games, and hopefully that will, like, even though it won't be good to be conceding loads of goals, we still need to be scoring a lot to sort of cancel out them goals if we possibly can. And our attack at the minute is very much good enough for that, but hopefully we can start putting away a few more chances in these games, as we do get our first meaningful attack in the first half. In the 11th minute, Luso brings the ball forward with pretty much no one on him, and he puts the ball wide of the post from such an easy finish. And when you think he put away a stupid finish in the last game, late on in that last game, but he couldn't finish that, and that is our problem at the minute. The easier the chance seems to be, the harder the less likely we are to score. But as you see there, Oviedo with an absolutely brilliant attack. As you see, it gets deflected and nearly ends up in the back of the net. And honestly, I would have been so pissed off if that had gone in the back of the net. But luckily for us, it doesn't, and it does remain at 0-0. But at this point, Luso brings the ball forward, gives it to Vialbre, who plays inside, gets the shot off, but it does go just wide of the post. And honestly, he was looking like such a danger in every game he's played so far. He's looked like the danger man. His pace and his strength is just so hard for the opposition to deal with. He's so good in this game. And honestly, if you're starting a career mode with a lower set side or a player that you'd like to build up, definitely recommend this guy. As you see here, he gets on the ball and gives it to Bustos, who plays the shot, and again it goes wide of the post. And again, this is what I'm on about, is we cannot we're creating so many chances, but we're just not taking them. We're not it's so annoying that we're getting so many opportunities. As you see here, we come forward again on the ball with Vialbre, who plays the shot, and that is the closest one to going in the back of the net, and that was the hardest one to finish. the hardest ones seem to get closer, or if not, go in the back of the net. But the easy finishes, we're just not putting in the back of the net, which we should definitely be. In most of these games that we've played, like including this one, we've drawn this 1-0, and honestly, most of the game was held in the middle of the park. But most of the chances did come our way, and there's so many points in this game where we should have won, but we can't change that, and we just have to look forward to the games in the next episode. But I hope you all like this video. If you did like, then please leave a like, comment, and tell me how I can improve. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.